Tommy Reynolds has his gun out. He's pointing the gun, and all of a sudden, I see this woman.
They say it's on every single station. They're saying that Daddy died.
He said there was an accident and your father is no longer with us.
In real life, I'm not like that.
And the Mario test was disgusting.
One night I jumped out of a car doing 60 miles an hour because I was addicted.
Salute, Mob Tube.
Salute, Mob Tube. How is everybody tonight? Yeah, I heard John Madden died. Rest in peace. Let me shout some people out. Joe Borsellino, Carlos Muniz, Joey Knuckles, Dragon Reborn 1982, Frankie Cicero, Bad Golfer, Pete the Killer. Hold on, I want to make sure I don't repeat anyone. Rick the Tank. Joseph Montanero, Joey Beans, Brooklyn Rob 1. Teresa Murphy. I don't know what this is. Is this what they mean by a bot? Because I'll get rid of him. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm just going to block him because just in case. Stormy Rivers, Jordan Canada. I think I called out Joe Borsellino, but if not, what's up, my friend? Christopher Stillwell, much love from Maine. Shout out to Maine. Louis Perrier. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. King NYC, John O'Reilly, Al Bundy, J.R. Ewing, Pete the Killer, Sam Franks. Another one of these. What in the world? Bye. Edward Everett, OC. Crazy day on MobTube. I don't know. I don't know everything that went on or was said, or I didn't get to see much. I was just listening to Angel though, and I don't try to drag her into anything. But it was funny that at least in the beginning, I listened to I don't know how many minutes of it, but mostly towards the beginning. Obviously, a lot of what she was saying was directed at Lee Cole. And at one point, she even said, if you're friends with Gene Borello, and, that's what she was talking about, don't come in my chat and act like you're my friend and all that. But there he was. Desperate man. What is this? Somebody sending bots on purpose? Ishscale, Edward Everett, OC, I probably already called you guys out. AB, Father Carmine, yep. Tony Pizza just die. Frankie Cicero, all right. Yes, yeah, I already found that. That I know. B-Dade 425, $9.99. Seems like the walls are closing in on that pizza shit. Well, we're going to talk about that. And yes, Lee is. And he's also that. And that. Yeah, thank you very much, B-Dade 425, for the super chat. So, this is going to be a long show, probably. I got a lot to talk about. I want to get into some mob books, and there's a reason for that. Somebody messaged me earlier and said, do you know that Gunsmoke never read Murder Machine? I said, yes, I do. I actually kicked him off the show once because of it. Yeah, no, I heard that, Joseph Montanero. But that's okay, because if MRE did defend me and Gunsmoke at some point, cool. I never heard it, but I don't listen to MRE. So, and nobody told me he did. Usually people would let me know that. Doesn't change anything I've said. I mean, other than that, if I made the mistake and he did defend us, then that is my fault. I was wrong. All right. So okay, yeah. So I said, yeah, I know. I kicked him out of the off the live for that one time. You know how I do that. I bring him right back on. That is shocking, but it's all good. I don't have my hard copy anymore. Yes, it is, Carlos. I don't have my hard copy anymore. Um, that I read that in 2000 in jail, and I left it behind for a friend. I've done that with several books, but I do have some here I want to talk about. I'm not going to go over it real long. It's not going to be a whole show about mob books. I got a lot to talk about. So, I do want to talk about some mob books that I figure are required reading. And I'm going to miss a few. I'm not saying these are all the books you have to read. There's a lot. But some of them I don't have in front of me. I don't have the copy of. I might not think about. Whatever. Mob Star, of course. About John Gotti. Have to read Mob Star. That's required reading. Okay. I got, let me see in my Audible here. I bought a few more today because I have 8 credits saved. And credits are good on Audible. When was my last confession, Father Carmine? I was probably like 11, to be honest. Yeah, oh, I know he is. Who is that said that? Yeah, I know he is. Yeah, everybody hit that like button, please. One that is underrated is This Bad Boy Deal with the Devil. Oh, This Bad Boy Deal with the Devil. The FBI's secret 30-year relationship with the Mafia. Killer book by Peter Lance. Yes. And let me see. Let me go into my library. That is in there. Library. Okay. So let me see. Deal with the Devil. Yes. I have Mob Boss. Deal with the Devil. You have to read that. Some other ones I have. Wise Guy, obviously. I think that's required reading. It's Goodfellas, basically. Let's see what else. Mob Cops. It's another one. That's Louis Eppolito and Stephen Caracappa. And of course, Murder Machine. Now, Murder Machine is the story of Roy DeMeo and the Gemini Lounge crew and Nino Gadji. And I mean, if you haven't read Murder Machine, you haven't read mob books. It's just important. You have to read that one. It's just like Mob Star and some of these other ones I'm going to name. Some other ones that I do have hard copies of. This one I actually got as a present. And I didn't read that yet, the Goodfella tapes. Now, this is about the Philly guys, and, there's a lot of, it talks about some of the recordings and stuff that helped to nab certain guys. It also talks about people like John Veazey and John Stamfa, but I didn't read it yet. So I can't tell you too much about that. The best Mafia ever written, in my opinion, is Gomorrah. It's also the greatest TV show ever. Never watched it, never read it. Let's see. FBS go to church. I'm an atheist. It would be weird. The Sixth Family, yes, I know about that. And I know a lot about the Rizzutos and stuff. But I don't, I never read the book itself. Phil Leonetti, that's the other one. I'm fucking pissed right now because I can't find that. Is an amazing book. That's another one, required reading. Gotta read it. Of course, these are in no order of year, date, anything like that. Whitey Bulger. Self-explanatory who and what that's about. Necessary reading. Gotti's Boys. I'll tell you the truth. I didn't think that was a great book. I really didn't. It was okay. But it does tell you about a lot of the people that were with Gotti and the work they did for him and things like that. But I wasn't a huge fan of that book. King of Godfathers. That's obviously about Joe Messino and the Bonanno family. Well, the fall of the Bonanno family. That is a good book. I would definitely recommend that. I'm going to get to all that stuff, the article and everything. Another one, just like Murder Machine, that you have to read if you're a fan of any of this mob stuff. The Westies, okay, by T.J. English. This book, on my last bid, I probably read 6 times. It's a pretty long book. It's like, 400 pages, something like that. But fantastic. The story of the Westies, Mickey Featherstone, flipping everything, all that shit. It's a incredible book. Another one I liked, Mob Killer. This is the story of Charles Carneglia. And if anybody knows anything about him, he was a vicious hitman that had special ways of getting rid of bodies. He was very effective at what he did. I hate to say it, guys, but required reading. It just is, no matter how you look at it. And it is a fucking fantastic book. Underboss is. It's great. Is a lot of it bullshit? Probably. And some of it for sure, but it's a great book. Another one I loved, but I heard some people say they didn't like. Confessions of a Mafia Boss, Gas Pipe. Now, Philip Carlo was obviously a little biased. He knew Gas Pipe. He basically grew up with him. So, yeah, I'm quite sure, a little biased in Gas Pipe's favor. But it's still an unbelievable book, especially since Gas Pipe's story is one of the best stories. I mean, with considering his cooperation deal being torn up and all that shit. And, he just died recently of COVID. Now, that's not in the book, but I mean, his life story and his life in the mob, it's excellent book. And The Chin, another really good one. Obviously, story of Vincent Chin Gigante has some real funny stories in there, and it gives you kind of an insight into the Chin, his life and his tactics, and him as a boss. So that's a good one. Mafia Prince, like I said, that's one of the best, and I don't know what the fuck I did with the hard copy of that. Big Man on Betting, Gotti's Rules is the greatest work of fiction ever written. Yeah, I also wanted to include Shadow of My Father, though. Yeah, Gotti's Rules is trash. Fucking idiot. A-Light's book. But Shadow of My Father, John Gotti Jr.'s book, is another fantastic one. I don't have the hard copy of that. Let's see. That's funny. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh my God. Murder Machine is probably one of the greatest. Yeah, it is. The Al Diarco book, yeah, I can't think of the name off. I think I have that in my fucking Audible. I thought for sure. If it's not in here now, it was because I listened to that. I listened to that at work a few days in a row. Yeah, I don't see it in here. Wait a minute. And like I said, there's more. These are just some of the ones, and I was thinking about this earlier, and that's why I'm not making a big show about Mafia books. I'm just doing this because somebody who said, who messaged me and said that that Gunsmoke never read Murder Machine. He was like, you need to school your audience and tell everybody what they need to read and start assigning homework. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, Mob Boss. Yeah, that's in my library. I mentioned that in the beginning. That's the little Al Diarco book. I forgot the name of it, but yep, I knew I had it in my library. But I got some credits and Audible. I don't know if anybody has Audible, but it's the shit because you get a credit a month, and a credit can be used for any book, whether the book is $40 or $2. So you get to pick a book free, and then you get whatever you buy is at a decent price. So I use that shit. And I think it was I think I pay like $12 a month or something. And that one credit pays for itself right there. Because most books are between like $17 and $30. Five Families, yeah. And I got a couple of other ones. Just Mafia. This is okay. The Mafia, the complete story. That talks about everything from Joe Valachi to Appalachian and all that shit. Everything. Excellent book. The Last Don. Let me see if that's. You mean? Oh, okay. All right. I thought. All right. Yeah. I thought you were talking about, for some reason, it escaped me, and you were talking about Last Don Standing, Ralph Natali. I actually have that in my library too, just because at some point I gotta hear it. Goodfellas tapes. What about yeah, the Goodfella tapes. Is this what you're talking about? This one? The Goodfella tapes. It's a George Anastasia book, but whatever. Brooklyn Rob. Where did that go? Son of a bitch. Where the fuck did that comment go? Oh, okay. Brooklyn Rob 1. FBS, you're forgetting the greatest mob book of all time. Mob Tube, the stolen title. Mob Tube, the stolen title. Rick the Tank, Low Level Associate, $2. Josie's next book, The Slob Tube Chronicles. It is Slob Tube over there. Thank you very much, by the way. Hold on. All right. The Lufthansa Heist, yeah. I had that too. Yeah, and I got more than that. I got some books in storage and I got shit laying around. But yeah, I've always collected mob books. I love mob books. And anytime I go, like when you go to York County Prison, for instance, the way it used to be, you could get books brought into you and shit like that. Or, you could order books from certain types of like anywhere. You could order books from anywhere. They could be shipped, any type of website, whatever the fuck, and you could get them in the mail. I mean, obviously you can't do it. You have somebody on the outside order. You tell them what books you want. They order them. They get sent in. Well, fucking, they changed all the rules because of some stuff that was happening in the state prisons with people pressing dope into the pages and all that shit, liquid heroin, whatever. So they changed it so that not only could you not have books sent in, but you can't buy books from anywhere except for, last time I was in there, it was BAM and Amazon. That's what, Books A Million and Amazon. So the books have to be fucking brand new. You know what I mean? And they have to come straight from one of those two places. It's the only way you can get books in there. So, but anytime I would fucking do any kind of bid, I would have somebody. I'd give them a list of mob books. You know what I mean? If I was in there and some new shit came out, they would send me that. Where are my moderators? I don't know. Doxing what broad? Al Bundy? Yeah, I agree. Definitely. Let's see. The corporation about the Cuban mob, huh? Yeah, I never heard of that. But I'll be honest with you. I don't care about stuff like that. Like, I'm not into, like, the Cuban mob would, I take no interest in that kind of shit. I don't know what these people are talking about. I got wrenches in here, though. Common sense is a wrench. I think Oliver Sutton is a wrench, too, isn't he? Motherfucker. Let me see something. So we're going to talk about some fun stuff now, guys. About some fun stuff now. I got Edward Everett, Yankees for Life, Mickey Griggs, Steve Cutler. Common Sense, Bobby Barbarian. Yeah, I got Pete the Killer. I don't remember giving Pete the Killer a wrench. Are you somebody else? Because Pete the Killer, I didn't give a Pete the Killer the wrench. Let's see. Oh, is that right? Well, listen, Sandra's butthurt because I never answered her messages and stuff. It's funny though. I got that picture that she uses for her little avatar. Kind of blew it up. I got it from her Facebook. She's got Tony's dentist. So anyway, I saw something about Sandra saying she's going to report Shanna to the AMA. I'd like to know for what exactly. But anyway, off that. Sit down says did a show today about Jimmy Napoli. Check it out. All right. Crestwood, Illinois. Email me this stuff. Email it to me. I thought you did, Oliver. Let me see. All right, so let's get started on the first thing. Finny. And I want to talk about the Tony Pizza thing. A couple of things about Tony. But listen, it's the whole witness protection thing is really coming together more and more. I'm going to be honest with you. I even can't believe it, but there's almost no denying it now. Which is no, Shanna's not a medical doctor. Is that what he said? Well, that's nice of everyone, King NYC. Thank you all for that. Okay. So So anyway. Listen, wash your nasty ass. Stop saying that shit in here. I don't want to know details like that. I don't really care about her, but don't say things like that in here. So yeah, I do. Carlos, what do you think? I'm going to ask you. I'll do that before the Vinny thing. You know what? But and if did Vinny really say he wouldn't talk to Jimmy anymore? Which I don't. He doesn't have the option. Jimmy won't talk to him anymore. But I'm curious about that. I'm not going to say anything bad about Vinny. Like I said, I went on his show a little bit earlier, and I said I wouldn't. Mind someone else's business. I hope you are too. So, Carlos Muniz, tell me the truth, man. Do you think that Tony went into witness protection? I'm posing this as a dead serious question. Do you think so? I'm asking Carlos specifically because, I mean, any of you can give your opinion, but Carlos has a lot of experience in the prison system and all. He knows a lot about this shit. So I'm curious. Jimmy was in his chat, and what was said? For what was he in? For what was he? What in witness protection for? We don't know. That's just it. We don't know. He got his social security card and his birth certificate issued on the same day. And I'm not exactly sure about that day. I got to ask, someone in here might be, but it was in, I think, 2001. He was like 35 or some shit. What do you think, Carlos? There you go. Mind someone else's business. Told you my thoughts on it a while ago. From everything I noticed, and his story doesn't add up, and he has no record, and he has SS cards, birth certificates all issued on the same day. Got them when he got released. There you go. So he goes to prison, right? But we can't find any record. That record is wiped out. Hold on. Oh, all right, Carlos Muniz, I get it. I think Carlos is trying to avoid my question. He's not answering. That's all right, I guess. But anyway, hold on. All right, well, so, and I'm not asking this like, I know some people, it's not, people take calling somebody a rat very seriously. So do I. But I'm talking about the clues we have here, the information we have. So he claims to have gone to prison in the late 90s. And gotten out in, I believe, 2001. There's no record of that anywhere. Local, state, or federal inmate locators, no fucking where. Then when you ask Tony about it, Tony doesn't give, well, we know his real last name. It's not doxing him. His last name is all over here. His real last name. So he says he got out in 2001. There's no record of this prison stay anywhere. And when we ask him about the charges, he never gets specific. He'll never tell you exactly what the charges were. Then when you ask him why the record is nowhere to be found, he says you'll never find it. It's sealed, or everything got expunged. That's not possible. We've already established that. Then we find out that his birth certificate and how about that? Yeah, I certainly didn't watch Lee's show. But his birth certificate and his social security card were issued on the same day, and it happened to be right when he got out of prison. That's, you know what I mean? There's only one way that happens. Common sense. He also claimed he paid big money to get his record sealed, and there's no such thing in the feds, doesn't exist, only applies to very minute specific charges like small drug sale or other random lower charges. Of course, there's no such thing. It ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen on state charges, federal charges, or any fucking thing else. On what planet would the feds change a social security number? They wouldn't ever outside of cooperation. Exactly. These are things that don't happen, just like a record filled with felonies being sealed or expunged doesn't happen, except for in one scenario. So is there any denying this anymore? What? What does that mean? What do you mean, Big Lou? The show battle video? What do you mean? What did I miss? 182 people, please hit the like button. I still got other things to get into. I want to talk about Vinny. I'm going to mention Joe a little bit. But I really want to get, and the article and Sammy the Bull and responding and all that shit. I want to get into all that. This is correct. Oh, that's Paul? Okay. Yeah, don't block YouTube, user. Your shoe video with Joe. You want to apologize about the shoe battle video? What happened? Your shoe video. What's going on? Big Lou, what are you talking about? Hold on, you're skipping subjects. What are you apologizing about? Shoe battle video. I don't know, bro. I might not have. Oh, Carlos is answering now. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very confused. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But all right, so yeah, listen, guys. There's no denying this. Tony could say whatever he wants. Come on, man. My guess is this. My guess is that whatever he did, he was put in the witness protection. And then like a lot of people like him, Henry Hill types, got kicked the fuck out and he's homeless and that's it. I really think that's the story. And this is probably why he can't tell his story. Isn't that funny? He can't tell the story. And even when he tried to, what did he start with? When he was in that hotel, the aftermath. He can't tell his story. He can't get to the prison part. We said, where were you in prison? Florida, Texas, Colorado, California. He's naming all these places. But you did 4 years. So what are you saying? You did a 4-year bid? Unless you were in the feds, you don't get transferred around like that. Or did you just do little crimes and get put in prison in one state and then it wouldn't be prison, jail in one state, then another, then another? But he won't talk about it. He won't give any details. This is my challenge to you right here, Tony. We want to know what you did that got you put away in the 90s, where you were locked up, and when you got out. Simple as that. No, I don't think so. I think he probably got kicked out. Listen, look at Henry Hill. How quickly he got kicked out of witness fucking protection. You can't beat Tony. He's too belligerent and combative, and you know what I mean? And be in witness protection. They're gonna kick your ass out. You're not gonna follow rules. You know what I mean? One person knows who he is, Sammy. That's the truth too, but I also have to say, I still don't believe Sammy ever knew him. I just don't. And what I'm about to get to, and you guys probably already heard it, Joe said it on Vinny's show. There was an article written, so I'll jump to that real quick. The article, let me find it. How do I find it on here? All right, you ready? I didn't even read this yet. I did not read it. I only heard about it. I had no fucking time today. So I'm going to read it now. This is an article that I guess was sent into this medium.com, which from what I heard, anybody can write an article and they'll put it up there. It's not the fucking New York Times. I know Lee was, I heard he was acting like it was this big giant piece and it's this huge publication. It's like a nothing site. I'm assuming somebody just, wrote this in who don't like him or whatever, but says alleged Florida mobster with ties to Sammy the Bull threatens creators on YouTube. Hold on, I'm going to read this in a second. Joey Dimes, $9.99. Thank you very much. He must be a witness because the things he has done would have had a normal person arrested already. Maybe the Netflix thing he keeps talking about might make sense of this. Maybe. All right. This is how the article goes. The YouTube world amongst creators in the space in the organized crime space. Oh yeah, whoever wrote this is they're not good. Was upended when an alleged mobster, Tony Pizza Caruana, was with self-claimed ties to Sammy the Bull, threatened other creators and their families. Tony Pizza runs a channel called the Prince of Park Avenue South, New York or NYC, aka Tony Pizza, as he typically roasts other woke YouTubers. This quickly escalated to threatening one creator, his family members, and more. He would do live episodes as he created a pizza army with the alleged goal to terrorize other creators on and offline. He posted personal information of other creators, including their elderly parents' information, also known as doxing. Am I in this article? I have no idea. What's up, Gianni? Tony alleges, okay, so he posted personal information of other creators, including their elderly parents' information, also known as doxing. Tony alleges to be an associate of the late Tony Pep Tranacasta and Butchie Morrow. Both were alleged. This is so fucking poorly written. Both were alleged of the Gambino crime family with cells in South Florida. Well, who the fuck wrote this? He raises money through his audience through a Cash App where he uses his platform to raise personal funds while threatening other creators. Even one patron who has given him $1,000 by threatening to throw a brick through his New Jersey business storefront. What? All right. Although it is not known if he still has organized crime connections, he did bring up both the Florida and New Jersey Attorney General in a recent diatribe. I attempted to reach out to Tony for comment, but he did not respond. This continues to be an evolving story, and his account continues to be active as he allegedly threatens other creators on the organized space as well as federal witnesses who served as previous or organized crime members. Now, Joe said on Vinny's show, or on Vinny and Joe's show, that Johnny Mac and Lee wrote this. Yeah, listen, it's poorly written, so probably one of them. It's very fucking poorly written. It's missing words and all kinds of shit. Wait, what? Oh, let me see something. Richard Caruana, huh? You're not he doesn't have a brother named Richard. Yeah, this is just a troll. Yeah, I'm not sure. But apparently it got somebody to give him $1,000. I don't know. If you watch Lee's Cole's video, which is I'm surprised it's still up, you'll find out all the questions. I'll screen record the whole thing if you want. But why wouldn't it still be up? No, Luca, no, I didn't. You think I watched Tony fucking Pizza? That wasn't written by Jerry Capici. No fucking way. First of all, it wouldn't be on that website. LOL, breaking news. Ali will send Tony Pizza money to get him out of pizza jail. LOL, it's funny. Karma hit. Is that true? Is that going to happen? So anyway, yeah, I didn't watch. So maybe I'm a little, uninformed. Oh God, people, I'm fucking begging you. Like this right here. Luca, you got to understand. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Could you, I know it takes a little extra time, but could you write what he deleted a long time ago? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what to say. I have no idea what he's talking about. So, anyway, deleted what? Who is he? What did he delete? How long ago? Like, what do you mean? His brother's name is Alex. Tony is live now talking about Lee. Well, anyway, I got 215 people in here. Please hit the like button. Whatever I don't know or I'm getting wrong here, I'll go back and fix it later or tomorrow in another video, whatever. But all I know is that Joe, some people received an email today. I guess Joe was one of them. I might have even been too. I don't know. I didn't get to look through my emails yet. But apparently, it was an email showing Sammy the Bull's reply to this article, I guess. And it said, basically, I do not know this guy. He's dragging my name through the mud. I don't know anything about him. I talked to him on and off for a little while, and I even sent him some money once, but that's it. And I don't want to be associated with this guy. So Tony deleted his dentist. I was just saying Pizza and Lee pull videos down and stuff. All right. Gotcha. Tony deleted his story. He had them uploaded months ago. Okay, now I got you. Thank you, Luca. Sorry if I went off a little. So now I'm not surprised. I truly don't believe. Okay. I truly don't believe that he ever knew Sammy the Bull on the street. Never, ever, ever. I have reasons not to believe it. I was told the story basically by a very fucking reliable source, that Sammy was a guy Tony was on Facebook, which I know because somebody sent me a video of him like 5 years ago on Facebook, sitting in a hotel room on a bed begging for money. So, and apparently he would post pictures of himself like with his dog and shit on the street. Sammy messaged him on Facebook and said, "Bro, are you homeless?" And That's how I guess they started to know each other. And Sammy sent him like $600 once. That's it. That's his relationship with Sammy the Bull. That's it. He didn't know him on the street. Now, listen, I'd be the first to say there's no way he was in witness protection because he was a nobody, and who could he rat on? But guys, what the fuck else do we make of this? What do we make? Yeah, but Brooklyn Rob, I checked New York Department of Corrections with every name combination. There is no record of him being in jail under Anthony Christie, Joseph Christie, Anthony Joseph Christie, Anthony Caruana, Joseph Caruana, Anthony Joseph Caruana. Nothing. So there's no record of this guy. So what the fuck? What other answer could there be? What memo? Oh yeah, I heard that, DP. I know about that, but that's why in the article it didn't make sense because that's not what the article said. They were wrong. FBS, someone put on Lee's page this memo. Look below. Look below. You see what I'm saying? What does that mean? Look below. Biggie Smalls, $5. Whoever wrote this article was trying to get Sammy jammed up too. Yeah, wonder who that could have been, right? Yeah, it was most likely Lee. That's when he was issued new ID. I'm telling you, I'm Biggie Smalls, whoever you are. Thank you very much for that super chat. I don't know. I don't know what else to make of it, guys. What else do you make of it? How is he not a rat, not in witness protection? His record's fucking gone. There is no record. Either that or you know what? Either the only other fucking answer is that he was never in jail. He never went to jail in the 90s. And then we have to figure out, well, how the fuck did you get a social security number, not just card, number, and a birth certificate issued the exact same day? How? And that's not like a guess or speculation or a rumor. He showed this stuff on his show. He said that they were issued the same day. That's, first of all, change your name, bro, or I'm just going to kick you out. For real. That's, Jimmy's my friend. Don't come in here fucking making fun of him, even with the name. So you can get the fuck out of here. But what you're saying is one of the dumbest things I've ever fucking heard. That's not true, bro. That's not true. But I'm just going to let you go now or come back with a different name. I'm just going to block you, honestly, because I don't appreciate the name. FBS, you don't know the story. I do. You going to come on here and show your face? I know you're not who you say you are, but you going to come on here and show your face if I drop the link? What's up, cousin Dom? Absolutely. We changed our name to Caruana. FBS, if you run Sammy's name through the system, it doesn't come up. Well, that's how they do it with, obviously, with informants. I mean, it's the same thing. You could look up Jimmy's name. You can look up Gene Borello's name. You can look up John Alight's name on the federal inmate locator. You're never going to find it. Cecil Clanton, $5. Maybe it was a replacement social security card. Yeah, but the thing is, he said it was his social security number. He said, I swear to God. Now, his story was, I never had a social security number till I got out of prison. That is impossible. You're a person on this planet. You're a human being. You had parents. You were raised in a home, at least for your first few years. You had a social security number. There's no way around. So he's not saying he got a new social security card, Cecil. He's saying he got a new social security number, which is fucking unheard of. Unless. But thank you very much for the $5, Cecil. Yeah, that was that was not an intelligent person who wrote that article. That's all I can say. All right, so Richard Caruana isn't going to come on and show his face. What does Richie have to say? That's not his brother. I also think it's very possible Tony was never in prison at all and uses that excuse as to why his life fell apart. Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I thought the whole time. Like I said, there's no way he could have been in prison and we can't find it. The problem is there's a couple of things. How can you be Tony and not have done jail time? Tony belongs in jail right now as we speak. He's doing shit that should have him locked up. Right now. He's the most belligerent, combative, disgraceful, evil motherfucker in the world. There's no way a guy like that wasn't in and out of jail his whole life. So the reason is, why can't we find it? Why? And how the fuck did you get a social security number and a birth certificate issued on the same day? He doesn't want me on. He's calling me a liar. Well, come on then and show us you're not a liar. How did your brother become homeless if I know so much? Let's see. He's a lowlife who refuses to work. And he's so belligerent and combative that his own fucking family can't risk or tolerate his presence, having him around. So, like that. Yeah, well, there's no doubt about that. Maybe. That's right, Richard. Yeah. Your social security number has your birth year in it? No, it doesn't. Where did you get that from? And if he's calling you a liar, prove him wrong. Ah, blah blah blah. It's Richard thing. Tony mentioned he was in court when the Gemini twins were on trial. What do you mean in court? Like there to watch or on trial? Because that was like 1989. He was in court with the twins. No, I didn't. Nah, but let me get on to I think that case is closed as far as I'm concerned, There's no other answer. But let me get on to the whole Vinny and Joe thing. So, as you know, me and Joe and Vinny have had our issues. Well, at least I know I've had my issues with them. Vinny, I'm not going to say anything bad about. Okay, I can't be friends with Vinny again. That would never happen. I don't buy the whole thing about it was a plan because Vinny told me that the first time that they made good with Tony, and there was no plan. So I don't buy that. It's not that we're going to be friends again, but Vinny is sick. He's going through hell. I do have love for the guy, okay? Because, like I said, regardless of what kind of friend he is, I think he's a very good person. And, I would, it would kill me to see something happen to Vinny. It would break my fucking heart, honestly. So, we had a short friendship, and that's that. But I did go on and speak with him about it. So, you know, I guess you could say at least we were on talking terms. But as far as a friendship, that ship has sailed. Um, Everybody hit the like button, please. There's 229 people in here. As for the Joe thing, now Joe, Joe is a funny guy. He goes on. First of all, he texted me this morning, right, going batshit crazy, threatening me every fucking thing else, right? So he says, This is what I mean, man. Like how MRE didn't watch the show the other night, and then he does like a 5-hour show about me doxing people. Guys, watch before you talk. You see that's why I'm not talking too much about this article or the Sammy message, and everything I'm saying if I got it wrong, because I don't know the whole fucking story yet. Don't talk about things you don't know about. And Joe texted me this morning threatening me. He's gonna fucking, like, he's gonna pull up, he's gonna do shit to me, blah blah blah. It was ridiculous. Okay, of course I didn't take it seriously, and I said, "You have my address. I'll be waiting." And Joe, feel free anytime you want, bro. I heard you again just say it on Vinny's show. You either take it to the street or you do nothing. So pick one. But if you're gonna do nothing, don't stop sending me these stupid fucking messages. So he says in the message he sent me this morning, you threatened me on your show yesterday. Guys, you heard the show. Did I? Thank you, YouTube user. Did I threaten him in any way, shape, or form? Did I threaten Joe? Go back and watch that show. Anybody? How about especially you, Joe? There's the link, Richard. I didn't threaten him. I didn't say anything remotely threatening him. You know what he did? Some asshole who doesn't like me called him up and said, "You're not going to believe what FBS said. He threatened you." And Joe, like a lunatic, gets on his phone and starts threatening me without watching the fucking show. Okay. Now, I'll give Angel Gotti props for a lot of reasons. I love Angel. But she just said on her show that she won't speak on things she hasn't heard. If she hasn't seen the show or heard the show, she will not talk about anything pertaining to that show because she doesn't know. Thank you, Angel. This is how people should be. Joe threatens me over the phone and then basically again on Jimmy's show. I mean, on Joe's show. I'm sorry. And then says, he just went back on. It wasn't just the text I got this morning. He was just on Vinny's show and he said, FBS threatened me on his show yesterday. Well, I don't know. I didn't see it, but that's what I heard. See what I mean about starting trouble? So you actually were willing to make threats to me over the phone and whatever else, and you didn't even look to see what I said or didn't say. And then you wonder, people are like, how does he make them look stupid? This is how. This is how I make you look stupid. Because now you'll go back and watch the show and be like, oh, he didn't threaten me. Of course I didn't. The only thing that could even be used in any type of way to say that if they wanted to take it and twist it up a million times, is I said that you talk like as if you'd go and find Tony and kill him. I said, out of the two of us, me and you, Joe, if one of us was going to do that, I guarantee you it would be me and not you. That's what I said. And all of a sudden he's saying I'm threatening him. Now listen, I told you, I don't really want to go back and forth with Joe. I don't even really want to beef with Joe. I separated myself from him because he's a terrible friend. I mean, he's not even, you can't even consider him a friend. So I don't want no part of him. You know what I mean? He did every scumbag thing to me that you could possibly do to somebody you call a friend. And now he jokes around about it like, oh, give me the list of who I can and can't talk to. I need to write you a list. You don't just have that built into your brain, Mr. Street Guy. You don't talk to the people that are trashing your friends, especially when you don't know them from a fucking hole in the wall, but you call somebody a friend. You need me to write you a list of who to and who not to talk to. Oh, fucking weird. See the guy that just came in, Joe. I'll give you a lesson. See the guy that just came in here, trashing my friend Jimmy by using an offensive name towards him. He's gone now. Know why? Jimmy's my friend. I don't know this guy from a hole in the wall. I don't let people make fun of my friends. There you go, Joe. Street knowledge 101. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. But I'm not here to it's the biggest disease on here. I heard something, but I didn't see it or hear it firsthand. But I'm going to fire away without gathering the facts, shaking my head like I said, no integrity. Yeah, that's what he did, and that's what a lot of these guys do. MRE did it the other night. So I don't want to go back and forth with Joe. We could end this right here. Me and Joe could never be friends, okay? Because I know what kind of friend he is, and trust me, with friends like that, you know the expression: "Who the fuck needs enemies?" I don't. I separated myself from Vinny and Joe, and I'm going to stay separated. That's the way it is. Other than that, me and Joe don't have to go at it. I did what I did yesterday because Joe, the night before, went on MRE's show for no fucking reason. He had no business even being in that conversation, and he fucking trashed me. So I did what I did yesterday, and I stand by it. I don't regret it or take any of it back or anything else. We don't have to fight. You know what I mean? But we're not going to talk. We're not going to be buddy buddy. You don't mention me, I don't mention you. That's the way it goes. But you went on MRE show the other night. I haven't talked about you in forever. And you go on MRE show and you start trashing me. So I did what I did yesterday. And now you're back on with the tough guy talk again on Vinny's show. With me, there's only two ways, not three ways. No calling the cops. It's either in the street or I do nothing. All right. Well, I don't know. Pick one then. I'm right here though. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not gonna, unless he keeps fucking with me, I'm not gonna keep going at it with Joe. Other than not wanting to be, his friend in any way, shape, or form, I have no real problem with the guy. I mean, he can do his thing. I have no reason to just trash Joe. The first time I came out against Joe and Vinny, I said, I'm not gonna make this a regular thing where I trash them all the time because I considered them friends and I liked both of those guys. And that's the truth. But Joe doesn't take responsibility for his actions either. Maybe Joe should have came out today and said, you know what? Everything FBS said yesterday was bullshit. I don't like it. Fuck him. But I do apologize because I started it the night before. You know what I mean? Like anything. It's just crazy. People don't take responsibility for their actions. And then in response, I get threatening messages. It's just crazy. It's crazy. They you know, they keep it going. And then when I respond, I'm the bad guy. I'm the troublemaker. All right. Joe, I haven't been talking about you. You know what I mean? You went on MRE's show. You did what you did. You would have done the same thing I did yesterday. And I didn't watch. Once Joe and Vinny, and this is another reason why, just when you start to think, you know what, maybe I took it too far with these guys, they have Johnny Mac on the show. Listen, I don't care if you like him. I don't care if he shouted you out in the show. Some more street knowledge for you, Joe and Vinny. When a guy does the things Johnny has done, you don't befriend him. Forget me. Take me out of it. Take me out of it. All right. I'm talking about it wouldn't matter if Johnny was kissing my ass every day and sending me $100 bills. Me and Johnny can never be friends. Know why? He backed up a dude and defended him, every minute of every day after the 9/11 shit, the police and firefighters shit, 9/11 victims' families. If you want to throw in the stuff he's done with me and other people, he's helped Tony record fucking phone calls and all that crazy shit. He supported him. He was basically his little errand fucking boy and spokesperson. So that's what I don't get. Oh, now Tony's a bad guy again, by the way. Tony was a great guy like a few days ago. Now Tony's going to Joe and Vinny. He's a bad guy again. So they operate on the same, moral ground or whatever as Lee Cole. If you like me, you're a great guy. If you don't like me, you're a piece of shit. Well, it goes the same way. Maybe this is FBS's list of rules. This is just the way I live my life. You don't have to live by them, but I do. But I can call you out for doing silly shit like this. If Tony is the bad guy and Johnny Mac was his right-hand man, defending him left and right every day and enabling him to do a lot of the shit he did, Johnny Mac is a bad guy too. What, because he shouted you out, Joe? You got all, oh, God. You're a stand-up guy, Johnny. Come on the show. Johnny Mac is a terrible fucking human being. Terrible, disgusting human being. He's not even one notch above Tony Pizza. They are the same guy. That's what happens. You are the company you keep, right? So they're the same fucking guy. So you don't, no, I mean, even to have them on, like I was watching Vinny and Joe's show and I was like, this is actually a really good show today. And then Johnny Mac came on and I clicked off instantly because I won't even listen to that hillbilly fucking talk. Period. Mikey Ritz, FBS, you see how pissed off Joe got at me earlier, bro? He was pissed. I had to explain to him why loyalty and integrity is not about backstabbing your friends. Wait a minute. I had to explain to him why loyalty. I think he meant to say what loyalty and integrity is, and about not backstabbing your friends. And he went nuts, bro. Yeah, I heard him. I know. Joe the Builder. You find out who is solid when shit gets heated up. You do, man. You do. Please hit the like button, everybody. 237 fucking people in here. That is fantastic. So, yeah, I mean, Joe acts like it's so weird with Joe. He really doesn't like acknowledge. He's like, man, I don't understand. Like in his mind, he's like, I don't understand. This guy called FBS's wife a whore. FBS is my friend. I don't know this guy from a can of fucking paint. But in FBS's mind, I should dislike him. Yeah, yes, in FBS's mind and most other people's mind. That's how we live our fucking lives. Oh, absolutely, Joe. If somebody called your wife that, I won't even say it. If somebody called your wife that and you saw me on a show talking to them, you should never speak to me again. Ever. Ever. And that's why I'm never going to speak to you again. That's just the way it is. So, but other than that, guys, I just want to distance myself. I just don't want to be a part of it. We don't have to go back and forth. We can if he wants. It's up to him. But I just want to be separated from him. And like I said, I wish Vinny the best. I think he can be a sweetheart of a guy. He's a terrible friend. but good-hearted guy, good person in general. But I just want to be distanced from them because it is really, what Vinny said today. Listen, I'm a pretty good bullshit detector, and there was no plan. This was just them, wanting to be nice to everybody and be everybody's friend. And they were willing to be friends with horrible human beings. Horrible human beings. So, and then you're gonna call out Jimmy Calandra, and it's not okay to be his friend, but it's okay to be Tony Pizza's friend. What do you guys really live by? What do you really live by? Exactly, Mario M. Truest expression ever, right there. Joe the Builder, exactly right. Yeah, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to say anything bad about Vinny. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, as a people that I'm not going to be around anymore. That's Joe and Vinny. I'm just I'm not gonna bother. But I wish Joe the best. I hope to God, well, the flying spaghetti monster. It's an expression, guys. That he makes it through this unscathed, and he's 100% as soon as possible. But I'm couldn't be happier that I decided to go my own way without them, especially considering, even tonight, Johnny Mac is on the show. It's like, you guys are suckers, man. Anybody who says a nice word to you can be your friend, and that shit is dangerous. Like where I'm from, like Joe likes to say, where I'm from, you're leery of everybody until they prove friendship. You're not just friends with anybody who comes along. So anyway, what else we got to talk about? Mark Chopper Reed. If someone attacks and drags people you're friends with through the mud, there's no need to associate with them further. This fucking thing. We're all grown ups and we should look into using our moral compass. That's right. It probably is. It probably is. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it doesn't work. You can't be friends with Tony. I've said this a million times. Even Johnny Mac. I knew eventually, and even if they are just faking it right now, eventually that'll go south, or it already has, whatever. You can't be friends with Tony. He's a conspiracy theorist. He's batshit fucking crazy. He sees ghouls and goblins around every corner. Okay, he's fucking nuts. So even if somebody is trustworthy, Vinny's or Tony's not capable of trusting them. You can't be friends with Tony. And that's why the only reason I even went on Vinny's show earlier is because I don't like when you say some bullshit about me, and I can fucking correct you in 10 seconds. I'm not the kind of guy that could sit there and not do that. Vinny compared, because before I went on the show, Vinny was being pretty fucking hard on me. Not once I came on, but before that. And he was like, what was it okay when FBS had Tony on his show after he trashed his wife? What's the difference? So I went on to tell him the difference. The difference is that's my wife. Me and my wife discussed that before the show even happened that night. What if this motherfucker ever pops on? How should we handle it? Is it worth just putting this shit to bed with the guy just to, with this guy, like just putting an end to it? Is it worth just saying, okay, fine, you apologize, I apologize, let's bury the hatchet, so to speak? Is it worth doing that? All right, just do that, just to shut him the fuck up, and just to remove some of the stress. And my wife was fine with me doing that. So the difference is I had like 4 or 5 conversations with Joe and Vinny where I said, if you guys were to make up with this guy or somehow befriend him, or like Johnny Mac or Light or Lee Cole, that's not okay with me, bro. That would be extremely offensive to me, and I just would be done with you after that. And they agreed not to do that. You see the difference? So And I'm not giving anybody orders. I'm not. But everybody has a choice who to befriend and who not to, how, when to end a friendship and when to keep one going. And my thing with them was, listen, look, we all have boundaries, right? Your best friend in the world. Nothing he could do to end that friendship, right? Because he's your best friend. What if he stabbed your mother? Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm just picking an example. What if he lit your house on fire on purpose? You know what I mean? While your kids were sleeping, shit like that. These are things that would end a friendship, right? Well, we all have our conditions, is what I'm saying, and I had mine, and those were my conditions. That's what would end the friendship, and I stick to my fucking guns. I'm not a flip flopper, so. All right, I'll drop the link. I'll be back while we're waiting for Paul to come on. I'm going to get a drink. Or as Tony said, I'm going to hit the pipe or something. I mean, who? Tom. Tony's. You can come on. You can come on if you want, Paul. I will say this too. I can't believe this. My own supporters. I love you guys, but there's a couple of you that are gullible. I actually got emails from people. Well, two people that were like, oh no, one was an email, one was a comment on, I guess, last night's video. They were like, FBS, man, what's this police report Tony's talking about that you stunk and that the cops didn't even want to come near you? And oh God. I'm like, bro, you believe this shit? Really? Did he show you a police report? No, but he said it. Oh my God, he said it. He's Tony Pizza. The first sign something is a lie is that Tony said it. I mean, what? Guys, even at my worst, I was so fresh and so clean. Okay. Show you can't listen. This is what you guys got to learn. You got to do what I do. When you make a claim, show the proof of it, or don't say it. But feel free. I'll tell you what. I welcome you, Tony. Any police report, which I'd love to know how you get one of those on me. Show it. I give you permission. I won't even be mad at you. Just show it. So you have a police report like that? All right, I want to see it. I'd like to know what arrest. What were the matter of fact, Tony? Don't even show their police report. I'll tell you what. Tell me, because they have my record, so they'll just pick something off my record. Yeah, but just show it. Go ahead and show it. I want to see it. You said it, right? Yeah, he said it, so it must be true. And if it's true, you got to have proof, right? Because Tony, you're not the kind of guy who would just make something up, right? No, you would never just make something up. So you must have this police report. So please show us. Just like my wife's record, remember? Shanna's record. Oh, in a couple of days, we're gonna have Shanna's record. Prostitution all over the fucking place. She was an axe murderer. She killed everybody. I got the file. I got it from Lee Cole. He got it from Jeff Kanashi. All right, so you never showed that, right? Wonder why. Could it be that you were just making up bullshit? So now you thank you, Mark Chopper Reed. I do. Thank you very much. Now you got this police report. Surely you're going to show it. You wouldn't just make a claim without any proof, right? Of course not. What is? Oh, and Jody. Jody's got a couple skeletons in the closet, folks. Some of you probably already know. But yeah, Jody has some skeletons in the closet. Yes, she does. She definitely should be careful calling people addicts or junkies of any kind because you said me and Shanna are on papers as addicts. Well, maybe me, not Shanna, but you certainly are, Jody. Um, you are. So, yeah, she's got a few skeletons in her closet, guys. You'll see. Any of these guys you see right here, I don't know what the fuck they are, but I'm assuming they're bots because I saw that pig New Beginnings channel warning Vinny about them. Please block them. Anything like that you see. Because somebody's prying. My guess is somebody's sending bots into my chat so then they can say that I use bots. Only Lee uses bots. Let's see. Yeah, I know. That's fucking funny, man. Paul, I'll bring you on in 1 second. Yo, of course, Boston Red projection. Yeah, he's the one that stunk so bad they had to use 5 pairs of gloves and wouldn't go near him. Because a cop would write in a report, you smell like an Italian sub. Get the fuck out of here. Oh shit. All right, let me bring Paul in. What's
Hey,
up?
what's going on, Chris? Good evening.
What's up, man? Long time no hear.
I know. Well, I tried to reach out to you, but I know you've had a chaotic 72 hours or however long. I know there's a lot going on.
I was a little upset with you, Paul. I'm
I
not
know.
gonna lie, man. I was just taking my time to,
I know. And I'm not trying to put you, that's not why I came on here. But to clear the air, I'll tell you right now, I don't have a bad bone in my body for you. I respect you. I hope you know that, but that's up to you. You know what I mean? How you feel. And I respect your feelings, man. I would never do anything to bash you.
No, I know. I was just like, what the fuck? Bro, I don't know if you know it now. I'm sure you've heard. That if you didn't know, you said you didn't know, but that entire show, the whole purpose of it was to trash me.
Chris, when you
And then I see Paul on it. I'm
I
like,
know.
I texted Gunsmoke. I said, am I fucking seeing things?
Let me explain something. And you know what? In hindsight, I told you, I wish I could go back in time and smack myself in the head. I saw it as doxing isn't cool. Okay. I see common sense on there. I was like, okay, I can get behind this. I'll just make my peace. And what I said, and I'll repeat it. I said, I don't appreciate what went on with my friends. I don't think it's right. I don't like what happened to you guys, meaning you and Gunsmoke. I don't like how they say repulsive comments about your wife, these disgusting comments that they don't even know people. And then I got comments made about me and then immediately retracted and redacted to, oh, I was tired, I was drunk, I was this. And it's pitiful. And then in the chat, I got beat up because they said, you, my boss, called me up to go on there for you, which I found hysterical. So
it sounds like a Joe comment.
Yeah, they said, oh, no, your boss told you to get on, and that's why you're here. I said, no, actually, I'm here because I'm against doxing. I said, but you know what? Now that you mentioned it, you guys drag this guy's wife through the mud. You say all this crap. Meanwhile, you guys are the biggest hypocrites because you do it more than anybody. The guy doesn't do anything. And you know what? I regret it. I'm telling you right now. If I could go back in time, I would have never done that. Last thing in my mind was to do something to fuck you, excuse my language, to fuck you over or to put you down. That's why I immediately left, dude. I hope you know that.
Well, yeah, because I texted you like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
I know. And you know what? I don't know maybe it's something in my Oreos. I don't know. Sitting over there eating fucking Oreos, drinking milk. And I'm like, what the fuck? And we rewound it while it was live. And it was about 15, 20 minutes in. I realized what the fuck I just stepped into a landmine field.
Yeah, bro. Listen, it's I'm not mad at you, bro. I love you. You know that.
I know.
Just, bro, when you're new to this, I'm telling you, Gunsmoke. Ask Gunsmoke about the day he wound up on Lee Cole's show at the absolute worst fucking time. Like, you just got to be careful. I know it's fun going on these shows and stuff, but sometimes you're better off sticking to the people you know.
Chris, I had a very good crash course lesson the other night. And on that note, you are not catching me anywhere else. You want to tell me like the time when you contacted me, hey, Paul, would you want to come on Jeff's show? That's different. If you If you guys say, hey, look, I'm on the show, we'd like you to join us, I'll take your word for it because I trust you guys. These other dudes out there, I wouldn't trust them with broken fucking eggshells, the whole lot of them.
Yeah, I know.
And to try, and the way I take it now is you're trying to use me to attack you guys or do some kind of fucking heinous act. And I mean, it irritates me. It irritates me. And you know what? I don't blame you. I know you were taken back. I didn't take it personal, like you hate me. You think I'm a scumbag. I didn't take it like that. I think that it was just hard to formulate the words. And I want to make the record clear. That's not why I'm on here tonight. I came on here to say one thing very clearly. People really need to take a look at themselves in the mirror, who constantly do these stupid acts and then want to point the finger at you, Gunsmoke and Jimmy, and say all these fucked up comments. And then the audacity to talk about your wife. And then they're going to sit there, oh, but you know, FBS attacks women. No, he don't attack women. You're over there calling his wife disrespectful fucking comments. You should get a smack in the mouth.
Well, not just that, but let me bring some things up because I'll
Sure,
forget
I'm sorry.
First of all, the same people that say that, I just heard them say it today. I don't know if it was Vinny or Joe. One of them said it. If you, actually, I think Angel said it. If you act like a man, you're going to get treated like a man. And Angel said, that's why I don't act like that. Okay. Well, listen, I've heard Lee say this exact same thing, except coming from Lee, it doesn't mean shit. Well, listen, these are the rules I'm playing by, I guess, right? You laid out these rules. This is a person. You've never heard me trash a woman. I never would, ever. This is a woman who is relentlessly going after my wife, relentlessly, to the point of making herself look like a fucking mental patient. Okay, not Shanna, but Jody, making herself look like
which comes
one.
off easy.
Yeah, I know it doesn't take much. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? What do I just say? Oh, I can't say a bad word about her. She's a woman. No. Lee, I heard these same people say, well, if he brought his wife into it, he's got to expect this. She's fair game now. Oh, but Jody's not. Okay, well, she brought herself into this. So she's not fair game? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the rules exactly here? And, Lee, with all his outrage the other night about, and I know you're listening, Lee, because, usually about once a day, I catch you in one of these hypocritical moments where you just contradict yourself or you're just being a flat out hypocrite. Lee says he's going to use this woman's information to try to ruin her life. How could he do that to a woman? Well, let's see, Lee. Where were you when they doxed Shanna? Obviously, you're against that, right? So I must have missed the show, Lee, right? You had to have made a show where you called out Tony Pizza and you were like, that's wrong. You don't attack that poor lady. Or how about any of the other things? How about your buddy, the New Beginnings channel, with all the back page stuff and all the insults towards my wife and all that? Were you there saying, how could you do this? You're going to try to ruin this poor girl's life. How about when New Beginnings was claiming that she was planning on trying to use my wife to make some sort of fake porno and contact her job? Remember that, Lee? Do you remember when New Beginnings said they were going to try to contact my wife's job to get her fired, and then they were going to put out fake porno with her face on it? Where were you then, right? That's even way more disgusting than what I said I was going to do. So you must have done a show about that, right, Lee? And I just missed it. I'll look through your library again. I'll see if I could find that one. Anyway, go ahead, Paul.
Nah, you know what? I didn't even know what you just said. You know what? That just infuriates me even more. A bunch of fucking hypocrites. And you should be, you know what? Anybody who's thinking, you're watching, normally back in the day, I'd say, you know what? I'm not trying to get involved. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. If you really want to do stuff like that, you should be ashamed of yourself because you're a soulless piece of shit. You're a soulless piece of shit to attack women. First off, your wife, I've spoken to your wife on the camera and the spotlight and off the camera briefly, right? She's been nothing but a nice person. She's not a loud spoken person. She's a gentle, soft, compassionate woman.
Can't even hear her.
What?
I should have can't even hear her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. No, but she's soft-spoken, pleasant, and you could tell she's a compassionate person. I know her vocation. I'm not going to go into that, but
she's an angel.
She's a good person. You told me how you guys met which I'd still say you should write a movie or a book or some shit. But the point is that you don't know people and you're running your fucking mouth about them and you're trying to take these cheap pop shots over a keyboard. Get to know people first before you run your mouth. See what they're about. You know what? You do a fucking show. How many times have I commended you on your show? Addiction recovery. What you doing? You shared a story with me. I'm not going to go into that out of respect for the person, but you know what? You went out of your way to help somebody. You drove them through 2 states to get them the help they couldn't get for themselves. You know what that says to me about you? That you're not all about the fucking cameras and the spotlight. It tells me you're a good-hearted person, man. And I'll be honest with you. After what transpired the other night, I felt bad. I really did. Normally, I'd say, all right, well, that's your prerogative. I really did feel bad because I was like, I hope he doesn't think I was out there throwing stones, and I hope he doesn't think I care about the spotlight. Dude, I don't give a fuck about the spotlight. I was out there to make a point. I don't like things said about you guys. I don't like doxing. I don't like the bullshit. But you know what? Obviously, it's not even worth the breath because it appears that it's just a tool. That was a setup to get people in there and fucking ridicule them. They did it to Lefty. They tried to fuck with common sense. He just destroyed them like normal. He mopped the floor with them. When I rewound the tape, he and I wish it was posted. I wish it was posted. I really do.
Well,
Just
there's a reason it
isn't. Why is that? You don't mind me asking? I'm kind of curious.
Well, he took it down to avoid the fucking beef with me, and because you know what I mean, he knew that he had done exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. He started fucking drama with another fucking creator, even though he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about at the time. You know what I mean? He got all kinds of other people involved. So there's a couple of reasons.
And I'm going to tell you something. You know what I got told during that conversation? And common sense was there. And I'll say it verbatim, and he can correct me. I was told, if you what do you think about the video? I was like, what video? Oh, well, he said this, and he's like calling the whistle, the dog whistle. I said, well, I don't know what you're talking about, first off, so I'd have to watch it. Oh, you can catch it on Lee Cole's page. I said, first off, I'm not going to watch it on Lee Cole's
can catch it on, not to cut you off, Paul. This is a thing Lee. This is a thing Lee put out. Oh, I got it here, so he can't take it down. Lee, it's still up. Anybody can go watch it right now. I never took it down, Lee. See, that's Lee's thinking that he would have done that. He would have taken it down right away. No, it's still up. Go find it. Go ahead,
Chris,
Paul.
I want to, and I'm sorry. No, no, it's okay. It's okay. I want to give you my exact response. I said, first off, I'll just go on his page and watch it. And if I have anything to say to Chris, we have a friendship. I could call him up and talk to him. Oh, well, you need to talk to your friend. I said, well, first off, I'm going to see what this is all about, and then I'll decide how I'm going to talk to him if I need to. I said, but I'm not going to go over there and tell him what to do. So I can figure it out on my own. Thank you. And you can hear pin drops and crickets. I think that the thought process was I was going to come on there and side with people. I got asked a question by Joe. I don't give a fuck. I'll put it out there. Not that I'm throwing stones at him, but he asked me a question. You think we could ever go back? You think things could be recovered? I said, yeah. Once the bullshit stops and people stop doing this bullshit and you give an assholes a platform, put them in the rear fucking view mirror and move forward with the nonsense. But you know what? That's bullshit too. That's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. That's how I took it. And I'm fucking irritated. I am fucking irritated. I'm angry for you guys.
No, I know.
I'm angry for me.
I know.
I'm angry for the whole fucking thing. So you know what? Fuck everybody. There's three people I'm associated. I'm sorry, 4 people. Sorry, Dom. 4 people I associate with. Yeah, I leave out my fucking cuisine. Dom, of course, my cousin. You, Gunsmoke, Jimmy. Jimmy called me up last night. Can I share this? Do you mind if I share this?
As long as you don't think Jimmy would mind.
No, I don't think so. It was a very hard. Jimmy calls me up, and Jimmy, the fucking gem that he is, he calls me up and says, "Oh, kid, what happened? You're on the dark side now, kiddo?" Laughing. I said, "Oh shit," and I felt stupid. And then he goes, "Paul, I'm just messing with you, man. What's going on?" He goes, "What?" He goes, "I know you would never do anything bad." He goes, "You're a good guy," and he had a really good laugh with me. He had a good conversation with me too, and I explained to him everything. And he says, "Paul," he goes, "Look, I don't know you, but I know who you are, and you're a good person." He goes, "Look, talk to Chris." He goes, "He doesn't hate you." I said, "I don't think he hates me. I think he's upset with things." I said, I know, and time will heal. I said, look, I'm not going to keep bothering the guy. He'll get back to me when he gets back to me. Here we are, right?
Yeah.
And he was very nice, compassionate, spoke nothing but good about you, spoke nothing but good about Gunsmoke, and had good things to say about me, which I respect coming from him. I don't know him that long, but you know what? That said a lot to me. When he called me up out of the blue like that, I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy really is a good person.
That's what I was saying about him yesterday. I was saying people want to use that one act and try to vilify the guy. Listen, I know him a lot fucking better than these people on here. You know what I mean? And I know what kind of guy he is, and now you know too. He's a good fucking dude, man.
Respect to everybody, but Chris, he had an iota, not even a fact, a thought. He just had an iota that there was some kind of rift, and he took it upon himself to call me up to talk to me, see how I'm doing, see what's going on, and how it can be ironed out and move past it. And to even tell me, Paul, after we just talked, listen, don't even worry about this. It's nothing. It's going to be, he goes, this is nothing. Don't worry about it. That's what he kept telling me. Just don't worry about it. He goes, what are you worried? I said, I'm not worried. I don't like that kind of tension. Because I did not know that this was a fucking bashing contest on you. If I would have known that, I wouldn't even been there in the fucking first place. And you know what? Maybe I'm naive. I'll take that. I'll eat that one. Maybe I was naive going in there trying to, because I do. I try to always be good, half full kind of guy. But you know what? Sometimes I guess you can't be, because people's intentions are just to fuck everybody over, and I'm not going to be a part of it.
Yeah, I know, man. It sucks. You got to be careful on this thing here. We've all learned the hard way, bro. Me, you, Jimmy, Gunsmoke, all of us, bro. Jimmy did an interview with Lee Cole. Imagine that in the beginning to help Lee Cole.
Really?
I think, yeah. Yeah. Put it this way. Jimmy would do anything to take that back. But, you fuck up, you try to help a guy, and then you find out he's the devil, and it's like, let me just do this real quick. To me, Paul is a good guy, and I like and trust him. He just didn't know what he got into. Yeah, he stepped in on a landmine, like you said. Taylor stood tall for you too, FBS. Taylor who? Taylor Hill? Mark Chaparita, does anyone address the racist whiteface thing? Yes, I did. And listen, everybody should report that. Call it a rat move. Call it whatever you want. Listen, everybody's reporting me for every fucking thing I do.
And everything you don't do.
If this was reversed and a white person did blackface, 400 billion people would report it. That person would be banished off YouTube. Everybody, even though it's not even going to be taken seriously because it's the other way around, and that's the world we live in, we got to at least pretend the same rules apply. And every fucking buddy, I'm talking about all you guys in here, my loyal subscribers, everybody who's offended by that shit, or just offended by the video itself, should report that video for racism. That's all I can say. Everybody should. And if you do it where you go to the page, not the video, you go to the page, and in the right-hand corner, the channel, in the right-hand corner, it says, you click on the three little dots, it'll say report. Then you pick the video, and after that, you can actually fill in the fucking complaint. And that's what you should do.
Chris, I'm sorry. You mind if I throw something out there real quick? Because then I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna spend a little time with my wife. She's been better.
How's she feeling, bro?
You see, and that's another thing. Can I say something to you? I gotta say this right now.
Yeah.
You, Gunsmoke, just an example. Even fucking Jimmy, which was like a shot to the face. Like Mike Tyson woke me up and punched me in the mouth. I mean in a good way. I got guys I know almost 30 years. Do you know that you guys? I said this to Gunsmoke today. I'd have to take off maybe one shoe to count the amount of people, if they're running out of fingers, that called me up to see how my wife was doing. How you doing, Paul? Even just a message. I got guys in a long time. You guys don't know me from a fucking hole in the wall, but yet you reached out to ask me, hey, is everything all right? Everything good? How you doing? Happy holidays. Sorry to hear what happened. Keep me posted. Things like that, you got nothing to gain from that. There's no cameras. You just did it because you gave a fuck. And you know what? That says a lot to me. It says a lot to me about you and your character. That's why I'm upset. That's why I was concerned. That's why I was trying to reach out to you. I was like, listen, I got to put this bomb out right now. So anybody who's watching and listening outside of the spotlight, If you think these guys are really cool, loyal, respectful men, they're 10 times, maybe even 100 times more offline. They're even more commendable. They give a fuck about people. You just don't see it. All you see is how can I take this guy down? You know what? You'll never be able to take him down because there's people like me out there that know who they really are. And that's why we stand behind you guys. So all these guys out there, take your thumbs, shove them right up your ass, and go fuck yourself. Flat out. That's my thoughts on things. I'm sorry for being vulgar. I gotta look. I gotta hop off. I'm gonna go watch a movie with my wife. I gotta calm the fuck down. Chris, when you get time, doesn't have to be today. Doesn't have to be tomorrow. Just hit me up. I'd love to talk to you briefly. All right.
I will.
All right. It was good catching up with you, man. I love you, kid. And everybody out there, you guys that have been so positive with everything. Chris, these guys right here, you got some real fucking, fuck armies. These guys, fake armies. You got a real crew over here. These guys stand by you through thick and thin, and they go to war for you. Those are real fucking people. Those aren't soldiers. They're friends.
I know. I'm honored to have them as friends, and you as well, bro.
Likewise, brother.
Yeah, go take care of your wife, man, and
we'll talk.
Yeah, I'll hit you up later.
All right, bro. I'll look forward to it. Take care. Have a good evening, everybody. God bless.
All right. Peace, Paul. Taylor Hill, I didn't know that you went to bat for me. I didn't know you were on the show or whatever, but thank you for that. I appreciate it. I saw a lot of you guys in there defending me. I didn't see nearly the whole show, but I saw bits and pieces, and I appreciate that very much. Dragon Reborn 1982, 199 super sticker. Thank you. Taylor, like I said, you did good. They tried to trick you, but you had none of it. Well, unfortunately, I can't see it because it was taken down. Another thing, I want to bring this up, and I'm being dead serious. I'm being serious. Now, I'm not saying to hound him or anything, but Justice Tech Pros was on here, all right? Dominic Crea was on here, and we talked, and you guys heard it, and that video is still up as well. His name is in the title, at least JTP is. On that video, the reason he came on my show that day is because I said you had people in your group that bash women and say horrible things about people's families and stuff like that. He came on and said, no, I don't. And, this is when I thought Highlight was part of the group. So he was right. And I apologize because that was my mistake for thinking Highlight was part of the group. But now I see this New Beginnings bitch talking about we push back, putting up the link and all that. So if any of you guys would like to, go ahead. I'm eventually going to email Dominic respectfully and politely and say to him, listen, you said that if you were to find out anybody in that group was doing that type of thing, you would eliminate them from the group. And you said that people should let you know if that's the case. Well, let's go over the things New Beginnings has done. Not New Beginnings with Shanna either. New Beginnings with Unemployed FBS. They've doxed people. Okay. They have trashed my wife up and down, including, calling her a whore, calling animal names, every fucking thing else. They have done videos where they said that she was on Backpage as a prostitute. They made videos talking about her sucking dick, all kinds of shit, right? I'm sure some of these videos can be found too, and those links should be included to the email to Justice Tech Pros. And I'm doing this because, listen, Justice Tech Pros, Dominic Crea said that he would want to be notified if anybody who's part of that group is doing those type of things. Now, far as I know, she's not like an official part of the group. I did look at the list of people that are on there, didn't see her. But do you even want somebody out there representing We Push Back, representing the organization that Angel Gotti is a part of? I don't think so. So somebody should let Dominic know about that. What else we got, guys? 224 people in here. We were up to about 250. Please hit the like button, everybody. Everybody, all of ya, please. I'd appreciate it very much. Subscribe if you haven't already. And for the love of the flying spaghetti monster, hit the like button. I mean, hit the notification bell. Fuck myself up there. Let's see. Let me go all the way down here. Paul Perry is a gentleman. He is. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll tell you about the Paul thing. When I saw that he was on MRE, I was fucking not even furious or mad. I was just like, holy fucking shit. You can't trust no fucking body. They're all snakes. I'm to tell you, it's the very fucking thought that went through my head. And I texted Gunsmoke, and me and Gunsmoke were going back and forth, like, how in the fuck, what the fuck is going on? And what's wrong with these fucking people? And flipping out, right? And I was fucking really bothered by that shit. And that was what, 3 nights ago or 2 nights ago, something like that. And I hadn't spoken to Paul since. He texted me a couple of times. He called me a couple of times. I wasn't at the point where I wanted to talk to him because honestly, I know Paul's a kind-hearted guy, and I felt that if I would have spoken to him at the time, it would have been anger coming from me. So I figured it'd be best for both of us, until I really thought this out. So, I heard some things that Paul had said since that show and stuff, and he's come out and said some things and expressed himself a little bit more, and I appreciate that. I never planned on not talking to Paul ever again, but I was really fucking bothered by it. And if it wasn't for the fact, now, if it wasn't clarified and I thought, oh, he really did go on there knowing what he was getting into, then yeah, I probably would have just been done. But I appreciate him explaining it and being patient, waiting for me to finally, be ready and willing to talk about it. So Paul's a good dude, man. I think he made a rookie mistake, man. Listen, this is not the regular YouTube community. Like, you got to be careful what you're going into. Like, what Paul did is and he did it by accident. Don't get me wrong, but it's the equivalent of a blood walking into a Crip neighborhood by accident and going over to some stoop and being like, "What's up, fellas? What you up to?" You know what I mean? Like, the other Bloods aren't going to be too happy with him. So that's what it seemed like. New Beginnings, next video. FBS is comparing YouTube to Crips and Bloods. Okay. He was on MRE defending you. Listen, you got to understand what I heard. I wasn't going to watch that show. I cut in because I heard Common Sense was defending me. And the next day, people sent me a couple of little clips. And then I cut in when Paul was on. And what I heard was Paul come on and say, yeah, I'm not down with that doxing shit and all that. Now, they were talking about me doxing people. So I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? But Paul says he didn't know that it was about that. So he thought he was just getting in on the conversation of doxing. I don't know. So anyway, I think that's it, guys. 224 people in here. Everybody hit the like button. We went over some mob books. We've established that Tony Pizza is most likely, as I late would say, a rata. Fat bull, snitch. Yeah, he's most likely, was in the maybe witness protection program or did something to get his history erased. And this is why he can't tell his story, and this explains why he got a social security number and a birth certificate on the same day, and why we can't find anything on him. So, and he didn't have to be any large criminal. I know some of you guys are thinking, yeah, but he wasn't, we never heard about him being in the mob. How could he have been an informant? Listen, you've seen it happen. These feds, cops in general, they will take anything if they really want somebody. Anything you can give them. Like, Tony didn't have to be able to implicate somebody in a fucking murder. Tony didn't have to be a captain in a family to get... No. All you have to do is have some information on somebody important and provide that information, no matter how big or small, and maybe be willing to take the fucking stand, and boom, you can get witness protection. So we've established that I'm quite sure he was around some guys. He was not in the fucking mob. Being in the mafia means you're a made member. He says he was in the mafia. No, At the very least, he was a low-level associate. But do you know how much information a low-level associate could have on somebody? Even a boss? Oh my God. So is it possible that Tony testified against someone or something, maybe did a couple of years or maybe didn't, and then boom, got a new identity? Of course. Of course it is. Let me get down to the super chat. So yeah, I wholeheartedly believe that shit. For real. Oh, Big Lou. Hold on, let me do this. Fidella's my name. Bro, stop it. Bro. Fat bull snitch. I'm from the Bronx. Wait. Gotta get ready. I'm from the Bronx, B. Stop. Yo, we ain't never called the police in the Bronx. Bro, stop it. All right. Let me read this super chat. Oh, did I get to that? Did I miss that? Tommy Agro $5 super sticker? I think I did. Fuck, I didn't miss anything here. Did I, guys? I know this one I got to get to. Rick the Tank 8. Oh, I'm sorry. Rick the Tank. I got confused with the Slick Rick one. Rick the Tank, low-level associate, $5. We got your back, brother. I know you do, bro. I know. I was thinking about it yesterday. This is how it should go. I'm the boss. Gunsmoke's the underboss. Paul Perry's the consigliere. Common Sense is the family lawyer. Okay. Anybody with a wrench is a captain, including anybody with a show. Okay, like Cousin Dom. And anybody without a wrench is a soldier. No. I take that back. Anybody with a show is a captain. Anybody with a wrench is a made guy, a soldier, button man. And anybody without a wrench is an associate. That's what I think it should be. That's my idea for the MobTube family, the MobTube crime family. Big Lou.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Good evening. I just had a bad experience. Oh, no, I got a flat tire in the back roads, and I had no reception, and a freaking CHP stopped and helped me out. So I guess I'm a rat now. Getting me to a phone so I can call the tow service.
Going
you know
by,
what I mean? But anyways,
going by YouTube rules, yeah, anything makes you a rat. If you even if a cop passed you while you were walking down the street, you're a rat.
Yeah, to get what I was saying earlier, I know because you only can type out so much on the thing, and you run out of room, and that's why you were like, I heard you say, "Oh, you're jumping subjects." But what I was saying was, I wanted to apologize because I had sent you an email. I had said I wish things were handled different with the whole situation with Vinny, Joe, you. I know you spoke to Vinny today. Because I speak to those guys, I consider them friends, and then I'm a subscriber to you, and I follow you loyally, and I just hate the whole deal. But what I was getting to was that I had said I wish you handled it differently when BK came on and stopped it, but Common Sense came out yesterday and said brought up the video, and I went back and watched it, and that's why I'm apologizing, because from the gate you were like, I don't want no drama. Right. Yeah. And then and then you put rules down. It's your show, so of course you can put rules, right? You said you told the guests, don't concentrate on what's said in the comments, right? And of course, Joe ended up seeing something, he got upset, he started saying, get a load of this guy or something like that, bring him on. And then you said, you sure you want me to bring him on? And then you asked him a second time before you brought him on. Okay, and then he came on, and then obviously what happened, and then you eventually stopped it. I spoke to Joe today. I even told him all this, that I apologized to you yesterday. I sent him a little comment, which I know these comments go quick, so you don't catch them all, and I told him that I owed you apology for that. You know what I mean? So he didn't say, he didn't tell me, oh, why are you going to do that? Nothing like that. He respects, what I'm going to say. But I just had to tell you that I apologize, because I feel I was in the wrong for doing that, because I should have, like you said, you have to, just make sure you know what you're talking about before you say something, You
Well,
know,
I
somebody
appreciate
said,
that a lot, Big
yeah,
Lou. Thank you. That's
yeah,
very big of you. And honestly, bro, if I missed your email, I'll go back and look. It wasn't on purpose. I just get a lot. So,
yeah.
but yeah, no, bro, that's what happened that day, and I appreciate you
Because
acknowledging
I
it.
ended up getting hot, man. The more I was, because remember when I came on when the dude was on, somebody
Yeah,
said that I was bashing you, and I was like, what the fuck, man? There we go with these people, and I know you. I don't know if you remember, but I've mentioned it a lot of times on lives and in comments that these people will take just one or two things that's said out of a sentence or a statement, and they'll fucking run with it and spin it into something else, because either they're just drama queen ass motherfuckers, or they literally their comprehensions ain't there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you could say, I'm leaning more towards the fucking they're drama queens. You know what I'm saying? But I said a lot of things about 4 or 5 different people when I was talking. So you can't. How you fucking the shit just was bothering me. After we got off, I just kept thinking about it, and I was getting hot. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
so yeah, a lot of people say, "Oh, it ain't no big deal," but you know what? To me, it is. I want to make sure that I said this to you, and to me, it's better saying it like this, because obviously we don't live near each other, than to just message it. Plus, you didn't know what I was speaking of, because obviously, I didn't really. It doesn't make sense when you're just reading that from
Yeah.
something that was a week ago. You know what I mean? But that new beginnings page, Wise Guy TV, I went on yesterday, right? And while I'm talking to him live, Jimmy calls me. Jimmy Calandra calls me, and he says, "Hey, tell him to drop the link." So I tell him, Wise Guy, I said, Pat, drop the link, right? And she says, okay, let me drop it. I know I'm going to catch some shit for bringing Jimmy on, but I don't give a fuck, he said, right? So Jimmy comes on, he talks for about maybe 5 minutes, and he says his, because these people they always say, oh, he shot the lady. That's not what happened. Yes, he was involved because he was with them. It turned bad. He was with them. Okay. But Lee likes to use that a lot. Oh, he shot a woman. And I called him out on it too, on the live on Vinny's show with him. He went on and I listened to him. He said that Jimmy started a live show on a Sunday deliberately to take the viewers away from him, basically. So I went on, I let him talk, and it was fucking, I was boiling just listening to him, because I was waiting for the right time to talk, you know what I mean, to say something. And I told him, I said, you know what, Jimmy goes on every Sunday around that same time. And he goes, oh, but he didn't go on last Sunday. And I go, yeah, he did, but he didn't. That was my bad. He did it because of a friend of his passed away. He didn't go on, but he's been on like 4 or 5 out the last 5 or 6 Sundays. You know what I mean? So I said, you know what, Lee? I said, you're going to speak, bros, about Jimmy. Anybody, period. Just speak facts, bro. Don't fucking twist the shit around and all that. I can't stand that shit, right? And then because you say that, automatically you're an FBS simp.
Yeah,
if you don't agree with them, you're an FBS simp. Or it's just bullshit. Or he likes to yell at you, and then like he did with Tom that day when you said you live off the government and you get what'd you say? You live off the government, you pop pills. He was like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
And then he told Tom, well, you're not even telling him nothing for lying. How's Tom supposed to know what's true and what's not? You know what I mean? Anyways, it's just, they're fucking dude fucking like try, I don't even really want to talk about him no more, but I just wanted the main thing, come tell you, apologize. Oh, then back to what I was saying about Jimmy, fucking, they made a little fucking troll video with us saying that fucking, that Wise Guy TV's a rat lover and I'm a fucking rat and this and that. And I'm gonna say this is the second time I'm saying this. If I was a fucking rat, bro, I would be indulging everything I know and stuff about the fucking organized shit that goes around here. You know what I mean? I won't go into that shit. I won't go into details about none of that. You know what I mean? Even the stuff that you can read on the online, I won't fucking indulge in a conversation about that. You know what I mean? So it's just fucking stupid. Of course, if people were in front of me, they're not going to be saying that. I guarantee you. They're not going to be throwing that rat word around. These people use that rat word too fucking loosely, man. You know what I mean? And it's just, somebody said today that if you're a rat or you've been accused of a rat, I can't be nice to you until you prove that you're not a rat. When the fuck do you have to prove you're not a rat? What the fuck? That doesn't make sense. Prove that that you're not a rat.
The person
First
saying
of all,
you're a rat has to prove that you are. That's the way it works.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But nobody uses that kind of talk. Oh, fucking until you can prove you're not a rat. Who the fuck says that? You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous. Anyways, I'm blabbing. I'm fucking delirious. I'm so tired right now. And I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to hang and I need to get to bed. Fucking, I get up at 1 o'clock. This morning I got up like 45 minutes earlier than I normally do, I'm fucking tired, man. So
Yeah, get some
yeah, I
sleep,
just
man.
wanted to come
I
on here.
appreciate you coming on and saying all that, bro.
Yeah, I just hate, this whole situation. I wish it didn't happen how this has happened. You know what I mean? I'm glad that you and Vinny got to talk a little bit. Like you said, you can't never be friends, but at least, what I mean? That was very gentlemanlike for you to do that. Even though, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say even though, but I heard you say that you went on there to break something down to explain better or whatever. But whatever, it ended up being what it is, and I'm glad that you were able to do that. But yeah, man, it's just I just wish everybody could have made some good content together. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess, sometimes. And you know what I mean? We always learn from our what we felt we did wrong. As far as friendship with certain people in this case, and let's keep moving, keep pushing forward. You know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate you letting me come on real quick and explain that. And fucking, I'm heading home now to go fucking crash. So,
all right, bro.
Yeah, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a nice night. Another thing I want to take, because your wife, bro, is I put in the comments, she's a professional lady. At one time, she was a single lady handling her business, right? Now she has a husband, and now she wants to come on the fucking video and support her fucking husband while he does a live show and hang out, because obviously, you're doing this. You guys ain't having a lot of alone time, right? So if she wants to come here and hang out with you, or come in there, excuse me, hang out with you. What the fuck is wrong with that, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't get that shit, man. They want to make a big old fucking thing. It's just weird shit, man. You know what I mean? If you're a grown up old school way where the women don't do it, okay, I get that. I respect that. I understand that because I'm old. I'm not that old, but I'm old school in the but that's like stupid shit just to keep, because she came in the picture with you, that means it's okay to start fucking coming up with this way out shit about her.
Yeah, I know.
That's ridiculous.
Bro.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. There's no word for it. I can't even explain like how that would even be justifiable, because it's no way, But yeah. And then yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let you go. I'm tired, and like I said, I'm fucking delirious. So I don't know if I gotta eat something or whatever. But anyways, have a nice night, everybody in the chat. You guys know who you are, my folks. I'll see you guys later. Be safe.
All right, peace, Big Lou. Big Lou's a good dude. Let me read this. Rick the Tank Mob Tube Associate, $2 promoted. I'm not sure from no, I think you're still I don't know. But thank you for the super chat. Joseph Malazzo said, MobTube is my family. I wanted to put that up on the screen. That's awesome, bro. And yes, we are all family without a fucking doubt. Let me read some more comments. That's funny. Wait a minute. You're a trip, Rick the Tank. Taylor Hill, thank you. Looking forward to talking again soon. IFBS, I appreciate you, my guy. Been looking forward to getting made since I joined this life and began working for the Lodrago family. LMAO. Hello, yeah. The Lodrago crime family. There you go. Sounds authentic as fuck. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you all. Thank you. Unless something were to come up like that, I highly doubt I'll be back on tonight since it's 9:50 p.m. But thank you for being here with me. And if I don't see you again tonight, because you never know. I only say that because you never know. I will see you tomorrow at some point. And then I don't know after that. All right. The New Year is coming up. So I might take a few days off. Who knows? But once again, thanks for everything. I love you guys. And I'll see you next time. Salute.